can you hear me now? Okay. Well, let me just log in here so I can see the amazing comments that the amazing people that support the patrons of the arts, the patrons of glass. I lost what I was even saying there, but yeah, we're here right now. You got the boys back here going to town. You got Matt and Joey. You guys know them. If you're brand new to the show, these are two of the amazing glass blowers at our shop here. I'm a glass blower. The rest of my family's glass blowers. We are a family business, and we got Marissa on tech support. So if you guys give her a holler in the chat, she can answer questions. Anything in the world you want to ask her, she'll answer. Well, I don't know. Can't guarantee that. But what up, Dana? Sue's in the house. I know Sue's daughter's got a piece here on this table from Tuesday's show that I will point out and explain to you guys. We've got some really cool things going on. Heather's in the house watching on the YT. You guys, we're on a pretty much 50-50 split these days on YouTube and Facebook, which is really cool. We love all the social media aspects that we get, but YouTube has the highest quality and it's super tight, and we love to see people watching over there. You can put it on your TV, get back on your couch. You don't have to watch on your phone. It's super cool. So love to see those names switching around left and right. And when I'm looking at the comments, I got a mixture of YouTube and Facebook. So if I'm answering a comment that you guys don't see in the chat, it's probably on the other platform. But glad to have people on both sides, and pretty excited about the reveal today. We got some really cool things. That's a little secret I'm going to talk about in a little bit later. So I'll tuck it behind this paper-thin MacBook that won't hide anything. Look at how thin that is. Hashtag Apple. A little sponsorship or something. Anyway, let's see who else is joining us up in here right now. Heather, Carrie, of course, is in the house. What's happening? You got Carol. She's from Canada, folks. Nice to see you, Carol. Mary Lou. We got Chris. What's happening? Kathleen, Veronica from the Cali. Heidi, Karen from New York. Very cool. We've got my sisters in New York from some of the original shows back in like 1 through 35 or 50 maybe even. Lucy was around here and she helped with the tech support to begin with. We got Amy, we got Bo, and Caroline's in the house, which is very important because one of these ridiculous pieces is hers as well. It was a custom order from the show. We had some pretty incredible pieces. We got an incredible giveaway, 2 custom orders, 2 pieces made on the show. They're both sold. Nothing's available from this past Tuesday because it was just a tremendous show, and that's a cool thing. So love to see how you guys are all doing. Everything going smooth in your house. All our fans from Florida that are watching, we hope you guys are all safe and sound and everything went according to plan as much as you can have it planned. But prayers out to those guys. And yeah, just let us know where you're watching from, what's going on in your life, and if you guys have questions, I watch all the comments during the Annealer reveal. That's what's nice about doing this, is I can talk directly to you guys. So if you want to see something in more detail, if I talk through something too quick, I'm happy to repeat it for anybody. So let's get after it. What's happening? Ellie's in the house. Karen's in the house. It's just a beautiful day. There's a ton going on here, guys. There's a lot going on at the shop. All cylinders are pumping up and down, left and right, and getting really crazy, which is a good thing. It's just going real smooth. Kathy, what is happening out there? That's pretty much the only updates I got for you guys. There's a lot, and it's all good. There's just pumpkins being made everywhere, left and right. That's what these guys are working on back here. Pumpkins for the Renaissance Festival, pumpkins for, as many of you know, the VIP show coming up a couple weeks from now. We're going to be in a local town here real soon. There's Michelle.
Yeah, the camera's not on me.
Couple new shows coming up. If you guys are local, or if not, Ann Arbor's a beautiful town, the University of Michigan. We're going out there, setting up our mobile unit for the first time since COVID, and we're going to be doing live demos, making product, and hanging out with the people, just like we do every Tuesday night and right now. So, yeah, it's that's the deal. It's happening. We got Chris, another from New York, very cool. Bo's from Calgary. I do like the Calgary Flames, the hockey team. And, folks, it's hockey season. So if you guys are hockey lovers, hockey's starting back up. If you're hockey haters, get ready for a nice 5, 6, 7 months of Chris and I letting you guys know what's happening with the Red Wings, because you're going to get those facts no matter what. Heidi's in the house. Kelly's in the house. What's happening, Kelly? Hope Riker's doing good out there. And Darlene's in the house as well. So that's a lot of introductions, folks. It's beautiful to see you all, and we're going to get it going. We started off the show with a warmer-upper. As you know, on Tuesdays, usually me and usually Matt, usually Joey as well, are all blowing glass before the show, up until the show at 6 o'clock. So we're usually 100% warm, super warm, and now, or on the shows on Tuesday, Chris has to get warmed up. So we let him have the warmer-upper. He gets situated, and there's no warming up really necessary. He could blow anything at any time and just make a gorgeous piece. But we like to get him warmed up. So this is what he did to start it off. This is the first of its kind right here. Let me bring it up close, see if the autofocus works, which it does, and that's gorgeous. This is first, you guys. Look at this. This is a pumpkin curler straight out the patch, 2 leaves growing on the side of it. This could be, and we spoke a lot about custom gin and tonic glasses last show. This could be a sweet harvest gin and tonic glass. You know that fall is kind of a warm drinkware type scenario in the world, and this is not something you want to pour hot coffee into. Many of you guys know, and they're all saying back there they don't like gin and tonics, but keep it down over there, Joey. Keep it down over there. He said ginger beer is better for your belly. But this is super cool. It's out of the pumpkin patch. This is for a colder or a room temperature drink. You can't pour hot liquids into our handmade glasses, but you look at the bottom, I mean, there is a lot of curlage and action going on. Pumpkin stem, golden iridescent. This is a beautiful, super nice high-end color. We use it on a lot of products because we love it so much. You got the deep transparent green, and then just a classic bright orange solid body. You can see the stamp on the other side, the back side through the glass. That's pretty cool. You guys know that everything's stamped, and you can see it with the amazing quality of our cameras here. GA stands for the Glass Academy. That's how you know it's handmade by us. So that one's gorgeous. This is the piece that was actually sold to Taryn on the show. We have now a really good system for doing the same way, the same thing every single show, where we give it to Marissa, we give her a price, she puts it up on the website, and she puts up a pop-up on the screen when it's available, and then the pieces from the show are one and done, which means we're gonna make it, it's a one-of-a-kinder. We reproduce a lot of pieces with our hands. We're not robots, so they're all one of a kind, but some things like this that we've never done before first become available on the show, and Taryn was the first one to get to that piece during the show, and she purchased that, and that's just another one to add to that collection. The Schmidt family out there has a beautiful collection going on. They are serious patrons of glass art specifically, but I do know they've got some other art pieces, and they take pride in their home decor, if you will. So that's just a gorgeous one to add for sure, and a big congratulations to Taryn for sure. Carol's asking who bought it. Yep, Taryn got it. Watch out, everybody. It's getting crazy back here. We're all in like overtime mode where it's like you're kind of so tired that you're getting a little loopy. Look at him. He's sleeping and he's loopy and he's blowing pumpkins at the same time. So it's getting crazy. Good thing he doesn't have a microphone on back there because it'd be wild. But no, it's good. It's good. It's real good. That one is sold, and that's a beauty right there. If you guys want more up closes to that, I'll give it to you. After that piece, we started getting into the custom orders, and these were ones that I had been kind of going to sleep on for the past week and a half, thinking about the way it's going to come together. It is a beauty that we had all 3 glass blowers here on that show on Tuesday, because this could not have happened, and even this one could not have happened without 3 glass blowers. In the future, oh, I mixed those up, Sue. I'm sorry about that. That one's actually for Sarah Culp, so I'll talk about that a little more, because Sarah's actually receiving this one as a gift, and perhaps she purchased this because she was like, what the heck? I got the best friends in the world that just bought me this crazy custom order. I better treat myself too and make a package out of it when they get shipped out together. So that one's actually for Sarah Culp. Taryn got Joey's Crackle pumpkin, which I'll show off in a second. But yeah, going forward, actually, and we'll talk about it more on the Tuesday show, we have so much production to do, and we want to make sure that everyone's feeling fresh on the show and has really good energy. Now that we have Joey back, we can cycle around the responsibilities for the Tuesday's live show. So what we're thinking is every single show, one of us will take the week off and blow production during the morning and make product, and then be able to go home and rest up for the next day. So, for example, next week, I think it's going to be Joey's turn off. We're going to start the cycle. So it'll be Chris, Michelle, Marissa, and I, and then we'll go on to the next show. Maybe I'll have the one off after that, and so on. So custom orders will get lined up appropriate to that. It'll keep the energy fresh, and it'll keep new people coming in. And it's just a good thing when we're hustling around like that on the show, and it keeps things real tight. So we'll talk about that more, but that's coming down the pipeline. This was Sarah's piece. Now, this was a gift from Wendy and April to their great friend, family friend, and huge part of their lives, Sarah Culp. And just take a look. It's heavy. This is a thick baby here. You got a gnome, a mini pumpkin, and an earth tone snail. She said extra slimy, so we gave him an extra large gullet and a little bit of extra slime. And then look at the beard. As we're speaking about on the show, you talk about the wiseness of a gnome is completely dependent on the amount of curls within his beard. And I think I can see 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the side over here. So this guy has been around. It's cool. That's why he sprouted a flower on the side of his gnome hat, because it happens like that sometimes. And he's sparkly. He's got the bling bling to it. You got the gold on the back, gold spots, real gnarly gnome texture. You got his deep black boots down, stuck into the grassy knoll, and then you got the mini pumpkin over here. That's the blue chrome, matches the blue chrome in his hat up here, and then you got the brown here, that tobacco brown matches your earth tone snail over here. From every angle, this whole piece is ridiculous. Look at the GA stamp here. I signed it. We got it show number 182. It's certified, and then on the bottom here, we've got our felt pads, 4 of them, so that it can sit super cozy. This was one heck of a piece. We were running around. It was a serious one, and Sarah is one lucky lady to be having this in her home. I think it might be the first ever piece we've done 3 different products on a patty, and if you watch the show, the difficulty of that is the timing of it. Once you drop that hot patty on the Marver, it's cooling down super fast. You got to have enough heat to squish each piece individually so it sticks into the glass and fuses together on the top. And at the same time, the metal of the table is pulling so much heat out of the glass that even sometimes, depending on the thickness, the top can still be molten, but the bottom starts cracking and has fractures all the way through it. So the timing is everything in putting that together, and it actually went together really well. There's not a single crack on the bottom. The pads are on there perfect. It's a gorgeous piece. It's a really, really, really sweet one. So looks like actually we got Wendy watching right now. Maybe April's there as well, but she is going to love it. I actually already talked to Sarah about it. I think maybe it was an email, or maybe I just maybe I was just talking to Wendy. I don't know. The thing was that Sarah usually isn't here for live video. She works, and so she can't see it on Tuesday nights. So for some reason, I saw this purchase come through at 6:30 p.m. during the show, which means she was watching, so she got to see her custom piece surprise made on the show. That's super cool. That's what it's all about with glass blowing, or with what we do here, the custom orders, is having the ability to gift someone like that or have it be here for history. Sarah can see this piece, and she has her grandparents come over. She has some friends come over, and it's sitting on her shelf, and maybe like 2 years from now, she'll be like, oh, you guys love that piece? Let me tell you the story of it. And what? We've got an hour after dinner. Let's pull it up on YouTube and just watch them being made, because it's pretty darn cool. We got a pumpkin coming in here hot, folks. Watch out. That actually feels really good because it's getting chilly in here now.
I thought I'd come and warm you guys up a little bit.
Is that the same orange as this, Joey?
I'm honestly not entirely sure.
I
believe
think
it's
it
the
is.
one on the left, so yeah.
It's exactly the same orange. That shows the difference in the color while it's hot, folks. If you just joined, if you're new to that, that's the spicy orange, as they call it. And that's true, Carol. Joey did heat up the Marver before we dropped this, and that was pretty cool, thinking ahead because of exactly what I just explained. But that's just gorgeous, ridiculous, nice piece. We took a intermission from making custom orders to making products that weren't sold, And that's when Joey got on the pipe and he made this ridiculous piece that Taryn got. This is the watermelon crackle special, folks. Look at him back there. We're gonna let this thing, maybe if I go on a kiss again. Boom, look at that. Look at the stem on it. Yeah, Taryn Schmidt got it. Look at that. I mean, that stem's out of control. It's huge. Curls around. Joey's talking all kinds of stuff back there, but here we go. We got the Show 182 right there. GA stamp on the bottom. There's a little bit of sharpness still in the crackle because he crackled it so hardcore. And this was just all it was transparent green on the outside, and by crackling it, you see breaks through the green and it becomes clear again. It's a really, really cool move. Some of even the ribs have chunks taken. Look at that one on the side there. Up here's another big chunk taken out of the rib. It's a gorgeous piece, and it doesn't make this pumpkin any more fragile because it's only on the surface. When he dunked it in the water, it was hot. It was completely a bubble that was moving around, and he gave it 2 or 3 dunks and then brings it out and blows it out, expands it, and spreads those cracks apart. It's a really high-end, classy move and a pretty classy pumpkin at that. The reason we did it all green like this is we revealed our brand new jewel tone pumpkins, which are on the websites. Those were a huge hit. People were loving them. That's a pretty good way to start your pumpkin collection if you haven't already started, but also a lot of times we get carried away with a lot of color. And that's when you got a color shelf like this over here and you got this many colors to choose from, it's a little difficult to just be like, let's keep it simple, let's keep it jewel tone, 1-2 coats of a beautiful transparent color and enjoy the beauty of the glass and not overdo the color application. So pretty proud to have those on the website, almost a full rainbow of them, and those will be available year-round, will be made to order in their specific color, and a really, really great addition to the website. So super cool, and that's where that one stemmed, if you will, from. And moving on. That one sold. Taryn got that one. Congratulations. This one was already sold. This is from, this is an order for Caroline, who is an amazing patron of the arts out at the Renaissance Festival. Her and her mom hang out all the time. They're watching the demos. They're kicking it, giving us good ideas, and just helping out and having a great time. And she's adding to her collection almost, I'd have to say 90% of her pieces have a slug sliming across the piece. We're talking drinkware, mugs with the slugs coming down the handle. We're talking pumpkins, mugs and slugs, drinkware. I don't know what else. Maybe, Caroline, if you're still watching, you could remind me of the other slug piece you have. A slug bosom chiller. If you guys know the Ren Fair, bosom chillers for the ladies with ice in them, keeps them cold right against their chest. We made a custom one with a little slug that's peeking over the edge out of her shirt. It's pretty cool. So that was just a blast, and now we're just adding to the collection. And this one was treacherous. I don't know how many of you guys were watching the show and saw us drop the first one, drop this one, and then save it off the ground. The fact that a pumpkin this thin didn't crack, didn't crack from impact, and didn't crack just from the heat of it laying on the floor and picking up that cold metals, taking the heat out of the pumpkin. It's pretty crazy that this one survived. It's got a beautiful story to it. And let me just show it to you right now because this is ridiculous. Green leaves. You got granny green with gold brown iridescent spots on them. And look at how the tail came around. I mean, that looks like an actual slug. At the Ren Fair, we had a slug. We literally, it was about this big. A slug showed up on our back stoop. And it was totally looking like that. And we actually had snapping turtles out there too, baby snapping turtles. And so we had like 3 of them in the palm of our hand, and then the slug went like this and slimed right over and curled around one of the baby snapping turtles. Almost slimed him right to his grave. And then we were like, no, save that snapping turtle. No slime around here. And we saved him. But that's where this beautiful shape comes from. You got the eyes right there. You can see that he's actually, there's a piece taken out of the leaf right here. And depending on the quality of, it's a little dark, but you can see little spots of a lighter green from his body nibbles along the side of the leaf. So it actually is him dissolving and sliming upon the leaf and eating it. The stem turned out just ridiculously gorgeous, and one of the coolest things about this and what made it so difficult, the reason we dropped it a couple times, is the lantern special, folks. She's going to be putting a candle lit, a little votive candle in here. We left this orange purposefully just a hair spotty so you could see the light flickering from underneath. It's looking super good. And this is not an easy move, and the reason that it was tough was because we can't punty this up and flip it around on air and put the slug and everything on there. So we made a punty that was like a claw that went all the way around and touched on 5 points here, and it worked out amazing. That was Chris's idea. It turned out perfect, and it was just really good. So that's just pretty hardcore. That's just, I can't believe we did both of those in one show, honestly. It was a lot of brain power and a lot of man and woman power to make that happen. So that's pretty cool. The Survivor. And yep, Caroline's reminding me, don't forget the giant evil slug. We did do a slug about this big with wings on it that was black and red and was like an evil, like, underground slug goddess or god or something, and that was just pretty hardcore. So she's got the full slug collection. We're at another one. This one turned out pretty much perfect. I mean, I'm pretty proud of it, and I'm really happy that she's getting it. Mindy, we will be adding lantern pumpkins to the showroom, but that is what the VIP show is all about, guys. You know the VIP show's on the 13th coming up this month. It's a virtual VIP show, and then we'll have an equal amount of our top-notch high-end pumpkins in the gallery as well. Lantern pumpkins take quite a bit of extra time, and they need to be blown out perfect to get that bottom nice and symmetrical. Van Gogh pumpkins with the super intense color pattern, and then, of course, we're going to do pumpkins with candy cane, detailed cane pieces all along the outside like we did last year. Those are all of our top-notch pumpkins, and if you guys buy a ticket or if you're already a VIP member, you will be able to join us for the 4-hour hardcore show. We're going to have an MC, which you guys do know. He's been to multiple shows with us before, and we're going to have all kinds of crazy stuff happening on that show. But most importantly, all of our nicest pumpkins will be available for purchase. The lanterns will be there, and the other two I spoke about, and it's a $20 ticket, guys. It's not much to get the whole family and spend a pumpkin patch evening without having to go out to the pumpkin patch and just kick it and watch some pieces being made. We're going to do some, I don't think we're doing any custom orders, but we're going to do, they're going to be available for sale on the show as we make them, and we'll have polls and whatnot so people can be involved in designing the next pumpkin before we make it, and it's going to be a really sweet piece. So if you guys don't know about Van Gogh pumpkins, if you guys don't know about the lanterns, now you're figuring it out, and it's going to be cool. Thank you, Darlene, for that compliment. We appreciate that. Carol's asking for Caroline to post pictures on the Glass Academy Addicts, folks. That's on Facebook, you guys. If you haven't joined, there's a group of about 530 members that are the Glass Academy Addicts, and they started since the beginning of the show. Show number 1. People were hooked, and we were loving blowing glass and making custom orders for people, and that's a place where people are doing. I haven't seen any like box opening reveals in quite a while, you guys, but they do post about their new products. They post about ideas for new products, things going on in their life relating to glass. It's a pretty cool forum at this point that you might call it, and so if you guys are interested in learning more and being a part of the community, you could join that Facebook page. You got to answer 1 or 2 questions. I think they have to do with the color purple, which I'll give you the answer right now. The answer is the perp. That's the purple, folks. And you got to spell that P-U-R-P-S-S-S-S-S, and then a little S and a big S. But that's pretty cool, and it's going to be sweet. Karen's excited to see the show. It's going to be a blast. Hopefully, Caroline posts some pictures on the Glass Academy Addicts. That would be cool. But moving on from there. Those were the 4 major pieces of the show. Then we got something that was the first little Spidey of the year, and it's going to be the giveaway. And like you heard me comment on the show, the color turned out really cool. Thank goodness, because they did use a lot of our most expensive color. Take a look at the way the color transfers from like almost a complete silver right here down to blue tips on it, on the edge of the spider. This guy's sweet. Joey worked on some little fangs right on the front of it. Super cool. Little spidey tail on it. First spider of the year. This will be the giveaway. Someone's going to get it for free. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Probably don't put it in anybody's bed or anything, but he's hardcore, and that's the deal. Enter the giveaway. You guys know how it goes. You send an email to enews@glassacademy.com. We have prompted questions for you. There's 2 giveaways every week, both a $25 gift card and the piece that we make from the show, the final piece of the show. So if you guys don't get our e-news already, that's where you do the $25 one. We send out 2 emails a week with all updated information on what's coming up, what to do, new products, everything that's going on in the shop and with the family business. And it's a pretty cool thing. So check that out, get involved. And I'm going to show you guys one little surprise over here real quick. If you guys have any other questions about product or anything else before we wrap up the show here, shoot them my way into the comments. He is super cute. I don't know, honestly, though. You guys both just said he's cute. But, I mean, he's kind of cute. Most of the time, you don't classify a spider as cute. But whatever you guys want to do. What? Jumping spiders are cute? If you say so. Guys, I'll just pull out, you see this bag of action right here? I'm going to pull out 2 or 3 pieces of what is called dichroic color. We've worked with it before, but I went on a purchasing spree in the havoc of finding all the new colors for what we need right now. I had to order new colors, and take a look at that. Give me the focus, baby. There it is. These pieces can be preheated like bar color and can be added into mugs, into pumpkins. We may do some VIP pumpkins with dichro. In fact, it's confirmed we're doing it. Just talked with management. It's confirmed. But let me grab a couple more pieces. This dichroic color is, it's the bee's knees. There's nothing cheap about this color, but that's the way it goes, and we're used to it at this point, you guys. This is going to be making some ridiculous one-of-a-kind pieces. When you get only a shard this big of this color, it's not like we can do 10 of these pieces. So everything we make with dichro will be one and done. It'll be one of a kind. It'll probably be on the live shows, but we probably won't reveal these on pumpkins and won't make them on pumpkins or any product until the October 13th VIP show. So we're adding something new to the mix for this year. Let me just show you a few more because they're literally all completely different. We got a rainbow one in here. It's like, this is going to be something that's going to probably blow you guys out of the water. I mean, look at these. Come on. Are you serious? So that's just some pretty exciting, ridiculous things that are going on around here. Stay tuned. Keep up with us. If you guys have questions, you know where to reach us, and we're just going to keep making glass and doing what we love and kicking it with you guys. So big shouts out to Marissa for the tech. Shouts out to these guys working their tails off back here, making pumpkins for everything that we need. Shouts out to Robin, who's taken in we got a giant pallet delivered of shipping material. Robin is handling the whole shipping area over there, getting things situated, and today we're going to start shipping out your signature pumpkins, which today we've got a lot of them ordered up. Pickups will be available this Saturday, local pickups, and we're starting to ship out the first run of the ones we've got completed here. So it's just super exciting. Everything's going great. Appreciate you guys watching with us. Appreciate the support as always, and we're going to get off to the experimental show and start making some more glass. We'll be kicking it with you guys on Sunday when we have our pre-recorded. The prompt this week's going to be salty watermelon. It's been on back order for a couple weeks now. It's not? Or it is? Oh, okay. Okay. Salty watermelon. Michelle's got a great idea. I have no idea, but we're going to figure it out. So appreciate you guys. Have a great week. You guys.
Bye, guys.
All right. Cheerio.